Hello my friends and welcome to the channel and my Dungeon Defenders 2 New Player's Guide series. All the episodes are available in a playlist on my channel. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So in the previous video I talked about one way of preparing for Chaos 4 difficulty tier where the Berserker Orcs come into the fray, and we were tinkering with Series EV2's Proton Beam. And on the Proton Beam now, just show you there, we managed to get the Earth Servo that we were fortunate to have on a different relic that we weren't really precious about. So I moved that Earth Servo via Professor Proteus, the Tinkerer. This is just one way of doing it. Of course, Earth damage is available via the Apprentice Earth Shatter Tower natively. I just thought, well, I'll go for the Proton Beam because the Earth Shatter Tower is expensive in terms of mana and defense unit points. So we're going to try Eithfell with the Proton Beam. So let's get into the map, and I thought since we're embarking probably into Chaos 4, maybe before we're quite ready, I don't know, in terms of Chaos 3 gear and relics that we've managed to accumulate from just one map. That was on a previous episode. Region, so I just thought we'll go to the very beginning, we'll go to even the Gates of Dragonfall. I was debating this or Dragonfall Bazaar, but we'll go with the Gates of Dragonfall. Chaos 4, so create that and we'll do a private game because I'm playing solo throughout these. So there's the Berserkers, trained to be naturally resistant to any sort of slowing effects or traps. So the Proton Beam won't slow them, but we want that earth damage on them en route. And I chose this map, the very first map in the campaign, because we don't want to be facing a very, late game map, because they tend to be spread out a lot more, and we want to be able to focus and perhaps help out our defences. So if you saw that preparation video, the last video, I was talking about, well, we'll have our wall. We're just going to try this, guys, and see if it works. It's not guaranteed by any means. As I said in that video, the Chaos 4 took me many attempts a few years back to beat, primarily because of these Berserker Orcs. And we got to our Huntress, and what I mentioned there is we're going to try the strategy of having this Geyser trap, which I don't usually utilise. We're not having it for the damage, but we want it for that launch into the air that it represents. So I'll have one at each. I mean, maybe I should just assess the lanes to see if Berserkers are present on every lane. There, yes. There, yes. And there, yes. Yeah, we're going to have Skyguard. Skyguard, you see, anti-air only. And since the Geyser traps are going to cast the enemies up into the air, that'll make them available to attack by our Skyguard here. But where to put it? Let's think. I might just favour to the left because I think that's the lane that's going to present us with the most enemies in these waves. I've also, I think I managed to get this nice diverse power servo on this relic, so that adds for every unique defence nearby. This scales up for each one you place nearby. Now I'm not clear what the range of that nearby means, but you get a significant defense power boost to those, and I believe the Skyguard itself. So let's see, so we were going to try for the combination with the Proton Beam, we're going to try Poison to get the Petrify effect going. It will be a bit of a challenge, we've only got 600 defense unit points on this map, and I probably want to get a different type of tower in here as well. And let's just make sure I've got defences in each lane. I'll have to be aware of the range of this. We don't have any vanguards, no shielded goblins. So let's try and get my trusty ballista in, which is serving as well, very well so far. Can I fit one in? Don't want it too close to the wall. They will also attack the air lanes as well. Now then, for the Proton, let me just check over that side. I didn't put a a geyser trap in. Let's see. Now its fire rate, its recharge rate is a bit slow unfortunately, every 5 seconds, so it's not going to work for everything. Let's see if we can afford, and we want to be in range of the poison dart tower. Let's get a sense of where that is. Yeah, well it's about... now we've got to be conscious of geos. Now the berserkers fortunately are fast, so they're going to get to us before the geode shield protects them from the poison dart tower. It's hard to know where they're going to run exactly, isn't it? So maybe I'll just put it right at the wall. Bit fortunate there to be allowed in that little space. Right, this one. Probably not. No. That would be too lucky. We'll go this way. That DU's looking a bit close. Like I said, no shame in failure. This is likely to fail. And we must learn and adapt. Try something else. So let's see, we've got a Skyguard. We've got geyser traps, proton beams, a wall, ballista, poison dart tower in front and behind every lane. Let's go. We might well get trounced. So, berserkers, where are you? They're fast, so they'll get here quickly. Oh, they're the petrify effects. And with petrify, makes them prone to attack. Stops them in the tracks, of course, but it makes them more prone to damage. And we want to get rid of these geodes because they're protecting... I died. They're protecting, of course, their buddies. That wall on the right is looking grim. I can hear suicide bombers everywhere. Looking okay. Now we've got some guys stuck here, haven't we? We're treading water. Well, it was close. We got several walls and defences threatened with doom. See, they all suffered. I think we'll give each one at least an upgrade. Let's see. We should have enough mana to do an upgrade on everything, because it's just going to get tougher every wave, of course. Right, where's the threat? So the threat's shifting this way. But also no mean feat that way. As the hero, I've really got to get in there and get those geodes down. Let's see if we can give this one an upgrade, and hopefully this lane looks after itself a bit more. Let's go with that. I'm dying, so I'm dying quickly. We're going to need health on our hero for sure, and resistance. Proton Beam is doing a good job of slowing down some of these enemies. God, we've got ranged enemies here as well, threatening us from afar. Well, we survived another, and that's good. Wave 2 tends to give us relics from C4, and that's what we'll want. So I'll assess those relics in a moment. Just get this loot. Make sure nothing else has dropped. Everything survived. Right, let's check those relics. So, recent items, and this is going to be good for... Got to be careful here not to put it on the proton beam, much as I'd like to. Let's see. I'm not using weapon manufacturing this. Now, what have we got here? So, Piercer Servo was a good one to get. Fortunate on the ballista, because it is piercing shield, those geodes. It's like, and doing 21% of its damage. How about my Skyguard? That's the one with its diverse power. So I'm a bit torn now as to whether to bother. I mean, I could put it on here. Anti-ranged. I'll put it on the Geyser trap. Yeah, because it might as well do more damage, and especially if it's throwing those orcs up into the air and they subsequently die. Get a boom effect, area of effect damage going on. Because of these servos I happen to have on some of these key defences that I would normally boost with a new relic, for this, unless I go back to tinkering back in the hub after this, I'm likely to leave all these. Weapon manufacturer, yeah, I'll put that on there. That's a nice one. I'm not using it this mission. There we go. Right, so what's coming down the lane now? We've got Malpheus, who will conjure up all manner of skeletons, large and small. Siege Roller and Vanguards. Right. How's this proton beam doing? Let's give it a level 2. Let's give our defense a level 2. That is a level 2. Let's see. 8 orcs, 8 berserkers, 42 kills. Pretty good. Let's see, how are you doing? 25, 47. Let's give you an upgrade. If you're piercing and you're doing 20 odd % of your normal health, that's good for me. 148 mana left. Let's upgrade this. So we've got level 2 proton beam on every wave, upgraded ballistas, upgraded walls, and upgraded geyser traps with that new relic. So let's go. So again, I'm going to try and get in there and take out some of these geodes. The enemies are certainly tough. Fireworks going off somewhere. I think the firework might be from my new shard I got from the treasure chest, which was very nice. Ooh. It's busy with that firework going on. I've got to keep an eye on these things. Look at the map. It's a bit clearer to see. Right, let's go and get this, well, let's get these ranged enemies, shall we? Push you into range of your defences if possible. What else we got going? Stun him. Or her, I'm not sure what it is. So yes, we just got the siege roller. And he's down, so we survived wave 3. It's promising, of course, there's a good totem. The more of these C4 relics we get, the more chance we have of surviving overall. As long as we equip them during this build phase where relevant. Right, and yeah, we're going to get better gear for our hero, so looking at the cog score, it's a no-brainer, let's have it. And I'm just equipping it straight to the monk. He's the primary hero I equip things to, because I've said this many a time throughout the series, is just focus on one hero for the best gear and do a hand-me-down to the other heroes. Because this gear score, helmets, weapons, chests, etc., not the relics, but they contribute to your champion score, that on the card here, the now 2472, and that dictates the quality of the future loot drops. So boost a hero with the best gear here and here. Choose one. I tend to choose the one I'm fighting with in the combat phase mainly, and focus the best gear on them, so they each have the best cog score, that lower right statistic. Anyway, I've said that far too many times throughout this series. Hope you've picked up on that by now and are following that golden rule of progression. Let's see. I'm worried about these walls. I think we're killing stuff mainly, but there's something's causing some stress to our ballistas almost getting taken down. And it might be those ranged enemies a lot of the time. Now, I haven't noticed in the furor of all this if these are casting much up. I mean, if that has drenched 7 enemies, it's not doing so good, and I might be tempted to replace one of these with a a reflect beam, because we've got a lot of ranged enemies. I could regret it. Yeah, big decision. So we'll go with reflect beam on maybe each lane if we can. We should be able to afford it. And the reflect beam, of course, isn't defenseless. Just have a look in a moment what it's got. Yeah, so it does do damage to enemies. It casts that torpedo down between its nose every few seconds, but it also, of course, reflects back at the attacker, or back in that general direction. Right, so with that we could upgrade a wall, or 3. Upgrade this one, and the middle one. And can we do this one? Yeah. And I got Captain Dreadbones, boss character there. Let's go. And I could also, I'm seeing there, I could also put in something worth 40 on the defense unit side. I died so quickly there. I'm just looking at my map and seeing what's causing damage on which lane. Captain Dreadbones on his way. Am I getting hurt within that aura? That geode? I don't think so. Do a couple of repairs. Certainly sparkly with that secondary effect on my hero's pole arm here. Come on, Malpheus. Yeah, get into range, that's it. Petrified. Gotta love that. Apart from the orcs getting closer, I think that was a worthwhile venture. Now I could do a boost aura. Have I got anything on the boost aura? Again, I've got diverse power and defense power boost. Let's see what pickups there are. It's good to get these medallions. Defense rate. Nice. 16%. Right, we've got siege roller, ranged enemies, vanguards, etc. Oh, what's this? Equip. Equip. So let's just look at my hero now. He's got C4, C4 on each of these. Damage to single weapon. Now what is that thing that I just got? It's this Call of the Kobold, I think. Anyway, he's doing something extra, causing fireworks sparks everywhere. And these I would tend to, on this hand-me-down process, now give to my Huntress, who's the other DPS character I would bring into the battle, especially if that Drakenlord arrives, because a real benefit against the Drakenlord is this Burning Strike shard she's got on her bow, which takes care of the Drakenlord very effectively. Now we got a new totem, so let's look at these walls. We want to boost the health of those, and that's almost like a like for like. It's got the same accumulator, albeit a slightly less quality, lower quality servo on it, but certainly a lot more health to begin with. So we'll have that. Fishy polearm. How's my polearm doing? Yeah, I don't need that one. I'm going to keep C4 relics and sell the other ones. I mean, I'm not going to use these. I'm not going to spend time looking at these now. I think we've done enough. Better spike blockades. Right, let's check what that's done for them. 4 million health now. That's getting up there. Remember on my main PC playthrough a couple of years back, I was having a walls by C7, which was 7 million odd, so it's not bad, not bad. Now then, I am tempted to put a boost aura in, which will add some level of protection as well. And how much coverage, which can we get? And what to choose? Do we choose the wall, or do we focus on the defences? And what's it done? It's done these three. No, surely it can do better than that. Right, done 5. Yeah, done up to this ballista. Done all the towers here basically. So yeah, that adds defense power, but it also adds in the damage protection. And let's upgrade it. Let's give that some love. The ballista, yep, and this one, and we can afford the other one. Good, and with that I think we're good to go. Wave 5, let's see if we can beat this C4 nemesis. It's a bit mysterious what's killing me so quickly. I've got 119 health. Petrify's certainly doing us a good service. I died, I think it's throwers. Looking at that. Got our reflect beams in place, I'm not too worried. And looking at the map, we seem to be surviving okay. I want to get rid of that healer for sure. So we've got a siege roller, we've got Maltheus causing us problems with ever spawning stuff. Get in range. She's down, siege roller to go. And victory on C4. That's a great result, happy with that. First try. That petrify effect working well. Let's get these relics. I have limited space in my inventory, but I'll gather what we can. Yeah, equip that. Let's see what's in here. And C4 shards. Anyway, so I hope you found that enjoyable and useful in your own endeavours, especially that petrify effect. If you can get earth damage and poison dart tower going together, or poison servo and something, you can do that. Petrify effect is very valuable indeed. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.